Good afternoon, everybody. And this is your president, Stephanie Yocum with the Polk Education Association. And welcome back, instructional staff, to our first day of pre-planning for the 21-22 school year. And paraeducators that are coming back on Friday, enjoy those couple more days off, and we are excited to see you back on Friday. And so with the start of the year, we wanted to send out some updates and announcements as we go into this week of pre-planning. We've had some major wins throughout the last couple of weeks. Last week, the district and the PEA bargaining teams reached a tentative agreement on support staff salaries. Woo! Can you believe it? We have a tentative agreement before September. It's amazing. And so today I wanted to go through that tentative agreement for support staff. On the instructional side with teachers, we are going into a teacher salary increase allocation subcommittee to kind of work out what this law looks like, because it had more changes to it last legislative session. And so it's, believe it or not, even more complicated than it was last year. So we want to head this off and come together as a group and try to figure this out collaboratively and then present something to the big table. So those dates are coming for our subcommittee. And so we're hoping to have something squared away within a month or so if we can. But we will update teachers on the teacher salary side of things as we have updates. But let's talk about this support staff tentative agreement. This is a huge win for our support staff. And so this is a kind of a 2-year deal, which is even bigger news. And so in this year, for the 21-22 school year, everything's retro to July 1 of this year. So we do still have to go through ratification because there's a few other things we're wrapping up with the para and ESP contracts. And so that will come to you as a total package for ratification. And then you guys will all vote, and then the school board will vote. And then anything, in this agreement will be retro to July 1. And so for the 21-22 school year in blue, so our new minimum hourly rate for our para and support staff contracts is $11 an hour. And so we're a little bit ahead of the curve with the minimum wage mandate, which is amazing. We ended up working out a few other things to make the district's initial proposal better for our support staff. And so we are going to increase the salary levels to 2%, and all of the salary levels that didn't see at least a 2% increase with the minimum wage increase. All employees who worked last school year that worked 50% of their contract days plus 1 day will receive a level increase in addition to the 2% cost of living adjustment. And then employees at the very top of their schedule. So if you're on that level 27 and you haven't moved in years, you are receiving an additional 3% for a total of 5% to your salary level. And so this is huge for our support staff. And in addition to this, for the 22-23 school year, all of our support staff, if you work for this school year at least 50% of your contract days plus 1, on July 1 of 2022, you will receive an automatic level increase. It's already bargained. You will receive it July 1. Amazing. And so any funds outside of that level increase will then be bargained, like if there's other salary improvements, any other cost of living adjustments, or anything like that. We're not waiving our right to negotiate, but you will receive an automatic level increase. Huge. And so we are hopefully on the path to seeing that as a permanent fixture of your contracts moving forward. And so we are still negotiating and talking about the para network manager positions. So nothing has been decided on that. I'm sure we will talk about that the next time we bargain, which we're, with pre-planning in the first week of school, we're going to be getting dates back to you guys of when we'll be back at the table next. And again, a reminder, this is not, you're not going to see this in your paychecks yet. It still has to go out for ratification. So once we get the full package together, we will go through that ratification process of you guys being able to vote on this contract. So awesome news for our support staff. Huge win. You guys have been amazing through this process. We will also be holding another town hall meeting with our support staff within the next couple of weeks. So be on the lookout for that for our paras and ESPs. So the second big news win, announcement, whatever you want to call it, is we have a reopening MOU settled as of last night around 6 o'clock. Mr. Hyde, our new superintendent, and myself both signed it together, and it is in place. Hallelujah. Amen. And so before we get into some of the highlights, you can find the MOU in a few different places. PEA members got an email last night with the highlights that I'm going to share with you. Everybody got an email to their district emails this morning with the attachments and then telling you where to go on the website to find them. So you can go to our website, www.polkea.org, go to the contracts tab, and then go to MOU. And then all of that with these supporting documents will be there. So some highlights. Okay, para sub pay. If you have an unfilled job number and you're actually subbing and giving instruction in a class with an unfilled job number, your pay has increased to $50 for a full day and $25 for a half day. Huge win. Now, paras, if you're proctoring, like just supervising a class, let's say as the teacher is remoting in if they're having to work from home or just with supervision purposes, and you're not giving instruction. Okay, in addition to your regular pay, you will receive $20 for a full day and $10 for a half a day of proctoring, so just supervising. Paras and ESPs, if you, because of scheduling, if your administrator is needing more lunchtime coverage and you are actually waiving your duty-free lunch, you will be paid your hourly rate of pay. Teachers, okay, you may volunteer. You can't be forced. You may volunteer to cover classes during your planning, and that will be at your regular hourly rate of pay. And so anything additional in addition to your regular pay will need to be filled out through a special activity log and turned into your supervisor or your principal secretary or finance secretary, however your school has that set up. And make sure that you are also keeping track of, like, when you give it your planning, which days, who you subbed for during that planning. Paras, what days did you sub? Who did you sub for? You know, what was the job number, etc. So just so you can compare, you know, if there's a discrepancy in your pay. Now, all staff, just like last year, this is carrying over. You have the option to join meetings virtually. So faculty meetings, professional development, trainings, PLCs, etc. Okay, you have the option to join virtually. That includes any meetings this week, and that includes contact day for tomorrow. So teachers, if you haven't been given virtual options to join your contact day, be reaching out to those people that are in charge of those contact days, so that if you do need to join virtually or feel more comfortable joining virtually, that you have the option to do that. And then this is a little more detailed. So you need to make sure for the COVID leave that you're looking at pages 6 and 7, section C of the MOU, because it's going to depend on your situation of what leaves could affect you. So please read section C very carefully as to what could and could not pertain to you. And then if you have any questions, seek out your building rep or call the office, you know, and we can get that answered for you. Sorry, it was Bring Your Dog to Work Day, so you hear my dog Bowser in the background. So the last thing I want to remind you of are PEA Rep Elections for members only. So all work sites must elect new reps, or, you know, reps can be reelected this August. So before the August 19th PEA Rep Council Board of Directors meeting. And so every work site has to do that, whether you were elected last August or in the middle of the year. Our bylaws changed in May to where we're electing reps every single August now, so that school sites have the opportunity to elect reps for, you know, who's at that school in that year. And so please ensure that that is happening. Yesterday in the member email, I attached the rep election form to all members. Another email will be going out on Thursday as like a second reminder for this. And I will also attach the rep job responsibilities. I forgot to attach that last night. So Your reps, your current reps or school contacts also have that information. So if you're wanting to see what it involves with being a rep, seek one of those folks out. And so nominations cannot open before Friday the 6th because our paraeducators need to be on campus and our 10-month secretary clericals need to be on campus before nominations open. The election cannot actually be held before Monday the 9th to give that 24-hour notice of nominations and date, time, and location of the actual election. And so again, be on the lookout Thursday for that second reminder email. If you need help with running elections, please let the office know, and we will assign an executive board member to help you, or somebody from the office will come out and help you so that this is run correctly and with validity, and that everything's done right, and that you feel empowered to elect your building representatives for your school or your work site. And so I know this video is a little bit long, but it was a lot of good information, a lot of good wins this week. Continue to be amazing. We are in for a great year. I feel the air is new and fresh, and I'm excited with the work we're going to continue to do with our new superintendent. And if you have any questions about this week, please let us know. Seek out your current building reps or contacts, and we will get some answers for you. So again, have a great pre-planning week, everyone. Paraeducators, enjoy your last couple of days off, and we will see you back on Friday. And have a great day, guys. Thanks.